A very good morning to all my dear students. Today, we'll begin with the revision of the second chapter from your Moments book, which is The Adventures of Toto. The Adventures of Toto is a story about Toto, the pet baby monkey, and his numerous adventures and mischiefs. The main characters of the story are Toto and grandfather. Toto was a beautiful little monkey. He was with a Tonga driver. Grandfather took pity on him and brought him home. After coming home, he created a lot of mischief and brought so much trouble in the house. He tore clothes and disturbed other animals in grandfather's zoo. Grandfather is the grandfather of the author. He was a lover of animals. He had put up a zoo in his house where he had a number of animals and he reared them with care and affection. He brings home a monkey named Toto. There are other characters in the story as well, namely the author and his grandmother. But we'll focus only on Toto and grandfather as they make the main plot in the story. Let us now read in detail as to how Toto created a chaos in the house and what did grandpa do to stop him. The writer and his family lived in Dehradun. Writer's grandfather purchased the monkey named Toto from a Tonga driver by paying him 5 rupees. The Tonga driver had tied the little red-colored monkey to a feeding trough so that he could not run away. When the writer's grandfather saw the monkey, he had a desire to add him to the collection of animals which he had in his zoo at home. The writer gives a description of Toto. He says that Toto was a beautiful red-colored monkey. He had bright, shiny eyes which were full of mischief. The eyebrows were deeply set on his face. His teeth were like pearls. Many ladies belonging to the Anglo-Indian community got scared when they saw his teeth, which were displayed when he smiled. Toto's hands were dry and wrinkled, as if they had been dried in the sun like pickled vegetables. He had a long tail. The writer's grandfather thought that the tail added the good looks of an animal. Toto's tail was like a third hand for him. It helped him hang from the branch of a tree. He also used it to lift objects which were beyond his hand's reach. The writer's grandmother was against the grandfather's attitude of bringing new pets, birds, and animals home. So, the grandfather thought that they would conceal this fact from her until she was in a good mood. At that time, they would disclose this to her. The writer and his grandfather secured Toto in a little cupboard in the writer's room. In order to be sure that Toto did not escape, they tied him to a hook in the wall. The writer and his grandfather went to Toto after a few hours. The sight was shocking. Toto had torn the decorative wallpapers. He had broken the hook and had escaped from the binding. Also, he tore the writer's blazer into thin pieces. Grandfather was quite delighted to see Toto's adventure. They felt that Toto was very clever. He said that if they would have given him more time, he would have tied the thin pieces of the writer's torn blazer into a rope and would have escaped out of the window. Toto was shifted to the servant quarter. He was put in a cage. He would live with other pets in grandfather's zoo. The zoo comprised of a tortoise, a pair of rabbits, a squirrel, and the writer's pet goat. Toto was very mischievous. He did not let the animals sleep at night. The writer's grandfather had to leave for Saharanpur the next day. So he decided to take Toto along as he was getting unmanageable. The writer was disappointed as he could not accompany his grandfather and Toto on the trip to Saharanpur. His grandfather narrated the happenings of the trip to him later. He had got a special bag for Toto. It was made of a strong material canvas. He placed some dry grass at the bottom of the bag. On the trip, the bag would be Toto's home as he would live in it. The bag had a zipper on top of it. The writer's grandfather ensured that the bag was closed so that Toto would not be able to escape out of it. Neither could he come out of the opening as it was closed with a zipper. nor could it bite the strong canvas material in order to run away. Still, Toto made unsuccessful attempts to come out of the bag. Due to this, many times the bag would roll on the floor, or it would certainly jump in the air. These movements were noticed by the people on the railway platform and made them curious to know what was inside the bag. Toto remained secure in grandfather's bag till Saharanpur. And at the Saharanpur railway station, the rider's grandfather was taking out his ticket to cross the turnstile. At that time, Toto peeked out of the bag and smiled at the ticket collector. The ticket collector was astonished to see a monkey in grandfather's bag. He recovered quickly and asked grandfather to pay the ticket money for travelling with a dog. Grandfather was unsuccessful in explaining to the ticket collector that Toto was a monkey and not a dog. He insisted that Toto was not even a quadruped. A quadruped is an animal which has 4 feet. But the ticket collector was firm that Toto fell in the category of dogs. Grandfather had to pay 3 rupees for Toto's ticket. Grandfather was disappointed, and in order to take revenge from the ticket collector, he took out his pet tortoise from his pocket. He asked if he was supposed to buy a ticket for it too. The ticket collector took a close look at the tortoise, pushed it slightly, and announced that grandfather was not required to buy a ticket for it, as it did not fall in the category of dog. So students, the remaining part of the chapter is discussed in the upcoming video. We'll stop here for now.